If you're wondering why so many families are moving to Austin right now, you're not alone. I talk to families every single week who ask me the exact same question. William, is it still worth it? Rates are higher, prices are up, and it's a big move. I'm William Zhang, an Austin relocation specialist, and despite all those concerns, families are still moving here in huge numbers. And there are a few very specific reasons why. So in this video, I'm going to break down what's actually pulling families to Austin right now: the jobs, the taxes, the schools, and the suburbs. And I'll focus on three areas that keep coming up for families relocating here: Pflugerville, Leander, and Round Rock. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why families are choosing Austin and whether it actually makes sense for your family. So let's start with the big picture. Why Austin? What's actually pulling people here in the first place? The job market is a huge part of it. Austin is home to some of the biggest employers in the entire country right now: Tesla, Apple, Samsung, Dell. These are not small operations. These are massive campuses with thousands of jobs. And when you have that kind of employer concentration in one metro, it creates a whole ecosystem around it. The vendors, the suppliers, the service companies, all of that. So the opportunity here is real and it's wide. And then on top of that, you have remote work. A lot of families are moving here not because they found a job in Austin, but because they already have a job somewhere else and they can work from anywhere. So they're leaving San Francisco, they're leaving Seattle, they're leaving Chicago, and they're looking at Austin and thinking, why am I paying California taxes and California prices when I can stretch my dollar a lot further here? Which brings me to the tax piece, because this is a big one. Texas has no state income tax, zero. And for a family making $120,000 or more, that is real money. We're talking thousands of dollars back in your pocket every year compared to what you'd pay in California, Illinois, or New York. That's not a small thing when you're trying to buy a house, save for college, or just get some breathing room in your budget. Now, even with home prices where they are, Austin still comes in more affordable than San Francisco, Seattle, or New York City when you look at the full cost of living picture. So the value proposition is still there for a lot of families. And the growth numbers back this up. The Austin Metro is consistently one of the fastest growing in the entire United States. People are voting with their feet here. Now the job market gets families to Austin, but the suburbs are where they actually put down roots. And that's where it gets really interesting. All right, so let's talk about the suburbs, because this is really where the family story gets interesting. It's not just that people are moving to Austin, it's that they're specifically choosing these northern and northeastern suburbs, and the schools are a huge reason why. Let's start with Round Rock ISD. This is one of the most respected school districts in the entire state of Texas. Consistently high ratings, strong programs, good teacher retention. Families who do their homework on Texas school districts almost always end up with Round Rock on their shortlist. And the city itself matches that energy. Round Rock is established, is family friendly. You've got retail, dining, parks, youth sports leagues. The whole infrastructure is already built out. If you want a suburb that feels complete and ready to go, Round Rock is it. Now, Leander ISD is a different story, but just as compelling. This is one of the fastest growing school districts in the entire state right now. And here's the thing about that, and when a district is growing fast, it's building new schools, new facilities, new everything. So if you're a family moving here, you're not inheriting an old building with outdated resources. You're getting a brand new campus with modern everything. Families are moving to Leander specifically because of the schools, and the community has that newer, smaller town feel that a lot of people are really drawn to right now. It still has that room to breathe that you just can't find closer to downtown anymore. And then there's Pflugerville. Now, Pflugerville sits east of I-35, and a lot of people overlook it because of that. But that is honestly a mistake. Pflugerville ISD is solid. The community is one of the most diverse in the entire Austin area, which a lot of families actually love. And the price point is more accessible than Cedar Park, more accessible than Westlake, more accessible than a lot of the other suburbs people talk about. But you're still getting quick access to the tech corridor. You're still close to major employers. You're just paying less to get there. And across all three of these areas, Round Rock, Leander, Pflugerville, the safety numbers are good. These suburbs consistently rank well compared to core Austin neighborhoods. That matters to families. When you're choosing where to raise kids, that's not a small checkbox, that's a big one. The outdoor lifestyle is there too. Parks, trails, lakes, youth sports. The family infrastructure is genuinely built out in all three areas. You're not waiting for the neighborhood to catch up, it's already there. If you're planning a move, call me, text me, or email me. I'd love to help you find the right fit. So the lifestyle checks out, the schools check out. But what about actually getting into a home right now with rates where they are? That's where builders come in. And this is the part I really want you to pay attention to. New construction is booming in all three of these suburbs right now. Pflugerville, Leander, Round Rock, builders are active in all of them, and they are competing hard for buyers. And when builders compete, buyers win. Here's what that looks like in practice right now. The biggest incentive you're seeing is rate buydowns. Some builders are offering rates as low as 3.9% in year one on certain communities. Now think about what that means for a family. At current market rates, we're talking 6.5 to 7%. Your monthly payment on a $400,000 home is a very different number than it is at 3.9%. We're talking hundreds of dollars a month difference. That's real money. That's the difference between a budget that works and one that's stretched too thin. And it's not just the rate. Builders are stacking multiple incentives right now in ways we really haven't seen in a few years. Closing cost contributions, free upgrades on finishes and fixtures, flex cash you can use however you need to. Whether that's buying down the rate further, covering closing costs, or putting it toward landscaping. Some builders are getting pretty creative with it. The point is they want to move inventory and they're willing to put real money on the table to do it. Now, here's why this matters specifically for families. Lower monthly payment means more room in the budget for everything else. School supplies, extracurriculars, activities, saving for college. When you free up $200 or $300 a month, that's not a small thing. That adds up over a year in a big way. And the inventory is actually there right now in all three suburbs. Pflugerville, Leander, and Round Rock all have active new construction communities with homes available and builders ready to work with you. That's not always the case. A few years ago, you couldn't find inventory anywhere. Right now, the window's open. But here's the thing I want you to understand about this window. It won't stay open forever. As rates start to come down and buyer demand picks back up, builders are going to pull these incentives. They don't need to offer 3.9% rate buydowns when the market is hot. They offer those when they need buyers. Right now, they need buyers. So right now is actually a really good time to be shopping for new construction in these suburbs. So when you stack all of this up together, the jobs, the no income tax, the schools, the suburban lifestyle, and then builder incentives making the monthly payment actually work. It starts to make a lot of sense why families are choosing Austin right now. So if you're a family thinking about making this move, Pflugerville, Leander, and Round Rock are the three areas I'd be looking at right now. Jobs and no income tax get you to Austin. The schools and the suburbs are where you actually land. And builder incentives are making the monthly payment work in a way that hasn't been possible in a few years. I put together a free relocation guide that covers all three of these areas in detail: neighborhoods, school districts, active builder communities, all in one place. The link is down in the description. Go grab that. And if you want to actually walk these neighborhoods and see what's out there, reach out to me directly. Call me, text me, email me. All my contact info is below. I'd love to help your family find the right fit here in Austin, Texas. And before you go, make sure you watch this video next, the 2026 Austin housing market update, what buyers need to know now. If you're thinking about buying in Austin, that video breaks down exactly what's happening with inventory, prices, and interest rates right now, and what buyers need to know before making a move. I'll see you in that video.